What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the LEGO Star Wars Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea, set 75385, with 382 pieces that retails for $55 US. So we get this set. It's not like the greatest set ever. Pretty much we just get a display base, a part of the tower on Peridea. But what's cool about it is we get 5 characters, and I'd say pretty big name characters. Obviously the Night Trooper isn't really that big of a deal, but still cool to finally get one in the LEGO version. But we get 4 other main characters that are really cool. So that's the biggest draw with this set, with getting Ahsoka, Ezra, Morgan, and Thrawn. So very cool to get those 4 figures, and like I said, the biggest draw for this set, because otherwise it's just a pretty plain display base. But we can spin it around and see what it does. So we do have some play features with the base. We get some spinning effects, some flip effect as well, and then of course you can just set up a little fight display with our characters there as seen in Ahsoka. So very cool to have that. So like I said, only thing good about this is all those minifigures, and they did a good job giving a good selection for it. So let's go ahead and look at this set, starting with those minifigures. So here are the 5 figures. So we'll start with Ahsoka, of course, the star of the Ahsoka show. Looks pretty nice in her mostly gray outfit. It's supposed to be like her white robes that she has, so it's like Ahsoka the White. But in the show, it was more gray, which I prefer white. But you know, I always like this look for Ahsoka, so having it represented, even though it is more gray, it was still really cool. So we have her there, of course, with her orange skin and her face markings, blue eyes, has a little bit of lipstick design, and then she's a Togruta with her head tail. So she has the little spikes and tails coming down the front and the back with her headpiece there. So looks pretty nice, longer like design for that. Then we even have some printing on her arms, so like her white wrappings that go down her arm, she's got that into her gray gloves, and then she has her all gray outfit. So she has a little bit of like a cream color in the center there, but then gray everywhere else, different lighter and darker shades of gray, some little like beads and stuff hanging down in the front with extra material and everything, all the way down to her shoe design, which is printed on there nice. So that's pretty good. And we can see on the back there as well, we see some of her back with the way her shirt was designed, so that's pretty cool. Just need some more leg printing, it seems like would make this even better. And then she comes with her 2 white lightsabers, so that is really cool that she has both of those. So Ahsoka looks nice. And then we get Ezra. So we saw Ezra in the show as, of course, older years later. So looks pretty nice with his older age version. So looks good. Of course, he's wearing more of like native raggedy clothing that he got on Peridea. But he's got the longer black hair for the passing of time. He also has a beard, so he is much older now. And I like his blue eyes. Of course, they look sort of awkward there. Some scrapes on his face or scars there, which is cool. And then he has his outfit mostly it's like darker red, almost maroon color, with the shirt going down into the pants, which is brown. Has a little bit cream color design. Looks like maybe some scale underneath there. So almost like some chainmail or something, with some straps going around printed on his chest there, and continues around the back. So that's all nice. Oh, and he should have extra, I don't know if Ahsoka had any, but he's got an angry face there on the back. And of course he comes with his blue lightsaber, so cool that he has that. And then we get Thrawn, of course, to me the biggest draw of this, because the old Lego Thrawns are really expensive, so hard to get. So it's nice that they put Thrawn, and with his design, you know, it looks relatively nice. It's not specifically from the Ahsoka show, so it's cool. You could use this for your Rebels collection if you want as well. But it looks good with his blue skin that he's got with his species. I believe it's called Chiss. Just the blue skin there with his red eyes, his slicked back black hair, which looks pretty good. Then he, of course, is in his Admiral outfit, so the all-white Imperial outfit with his Admiral rankings there on his chest. Got some code canisters, black belt around the waist with the silver buckle, and even the white pants going into the black boots, so the dual molded legs there is pretty nice. A little bit of printing on the back of his shirt as well. I don't know if he has a back. Yeah, he has an angry face printing on the back as well. And then he just comes with the small pistol blaster there, so looks very nice and awesome to finally have a Thrawn. And then we get Morgan Elsbeth, who of course is a nice sister, so we get some more of her design. Of course, in Mandalorian, when we first introduced in most of this season, she just looks like a normal lady, but she does have now some of like the printing there on her face, so a nice like gray design of her like powers or spells coming out, whatever. We get her hair up in the nice braided design. Don't know if this is new or anything, but it looks good and looks, similar to her hair design she had in the show, so I don't know if they printed that just for her. She does also have like a stoic face, still has the gray all over her face, but more stoic there, so that face is all nice, especially the angry face. Then she has a maroon color top, so it just looks like her outfit she's wearing. So some wrappings around her waist, has some red wrappings underneath, again with the maroon on the outside, and then all black pants, and of course some printing continues there on the back. And then she has the blade of Talzin, so the nice like green blade that she forms. Looks pretty nice that they did that. Of course it's just the dark saber blade in a see-through green design, but still pretty cool. And then just a little stud at the bottom for extra effect of the pommel there, so looks pretty good overall. This is probably my least interesting character of the way, but still cool to have her. And finally, we get a Night Trooper. Again, not Captain Enoch or anything I was hoping for, but still cool to get a Night Trooper. Of course, it's just a Stormtrooper, so just all the Stormtrooper body we've seen before. He just has the wrappings and everything put back together by the Night Sister, so they have the red wrappings all around him, sort of holding them together. And then the armor's put back together with some gold. I forget what that thing is called, but it's a thing of using gold to like fill in holes and cracks to like make the armor stronger. So looks pretty cool that it has that sort of running through. Not a lot of it, just a little bit of printing. Let's see if there's some. Yeah, a little bit of gold, and of course the red wrappings there on the back. Be nice to have more wrapped around the legs and everything, and especially the arms, but they're just sort of plain there. And then underneath we just get a zombie head, which looks pretty cool. So a zombie head that looks really nice. So I love that little attention to detail. And then comes with the standard Stormtrooper blaster. So very cool for all 5 of these figures. Like I said, especially these first 4 named main characters is really cool to get all in one set. And then the Night Trooper as well. Like I said, I just like the Night Trooper, so getting our first one in Lego is really cool. So a very good selection of minifigures, and like I said, the biggest thing for this set. And then we have our build, which is not very special at all. It's just the top of the spire of the Great Mother Fortress on Peridea. So it's just pretty much this gray base, so nothing really cool. Of course, there's some stickering, which of course we had to deal with a lot of stickers, which isn't fun, but some stickering there on the bottom with some like gold lines that lead over to these pillars that of course have nice details all in sticker, sort of printed on, so it's pretty cool with the nice concentric circles and all sorts of stuff there. And the little like designs on top of those towers is pretty nice, but otherwise it's just a great base. There's some play features with some spin effects, like on the side here you get these little like cogs that you can spin, and it'll spin the bases around these 2 circles here, so they'll spin around so you can put characters on and sort of fight. We also get this center circle here, this big circle that will spin around like the inner side, so again you can put character inside and they can spin back and forth. The pillars on the side do like go down, so you can have them down. Of course, that's not any sort of play feature, it's just to connect them on and to get them to sit at this inner angle. And then towards the back we do have a little flip piece, so you can put a character back here, so put them right here and then push on it and it'll sort of flip them. So we can take like this Night Trooper, just for instance, sit him there and then just do that and it'll flip him there. So that's really all there is for this. So like I said, not a whole lot for it. I do kind of like it though, just because it does represent the top of that spire with the fight at the end of the show. So it could be a nice little just display base for it, you know, put all these characters on it and it'll build a little fight scene. I did want to show though on the back of the towers they do have some of this gold design, just to not make it all just the solid black. They did put this sort of detail in there to just add something into the back of it as well. But like I said, unfortunately this is not an inspired build. Of course it was nice to like build it, nice building techniques like getting these angles back here and stuff. I think they did pretty good job in filling in most of the base. You know, it's like something you'd see like mock builders do, and that they carried this over into an actual Lego set is pretty neat and interesting. So that was nice technique to learn and everything. But other than that, you know, it's not really that great. It's just some spinning effects on this gray base. So like I said, not a whole lot interesting, but we can set up a little fight scene, as I said. So we can just we'll go ahead and do Morgan Elsbeth here in the center so she can fight side to side, and then we'll set up with Ahsoka and Ezra on the little spinning disc. So there we can have Morgan Elsbeth sort of fighting side to side, and then Ahsoka and Ezra sort of fighting there as well. So you have to kind of have multiple hands going at once, because I'd love to be able to spin the Ahsoka and Ezra and then have Morgan going side to side, like fighting them as well. So you can sort of set that up, and then just, if we want to take our other characters of like Thrawn and the Night Trooper and just sort of set them in the back here like they're watching the fight, ready to attack whoever they need to. So like I said, you can sort of set up a little display like that, which is the one nice thing about this base. Like I said, you can just set up a little scene. Maybe if you want to like collect a bunch of like Ahsoka characters, you know, get like the ghost characters of like Hera and stuff and set them up on this base as well. Just, it's a nice little display base, but for $55 I don't think that's really worth it. But it is cool to get all these characters, like I said, especially our 4 named characters. So that is the coolest thing and the thing I like most about this set. So let me know what you thought of this set though down in the comments. Do you think it's worth it to get the characters or not? Because like I said, otherwise I don't know why you're buying this. But do you think it's worth it or not? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.